Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds. Is there anything better than that?
No.
The Rock being The Rock.
Yes.
Kevin Hart being Kevin Hart?
Yes.
But Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds high up there.
Yeah, I actually just realised you're right. All of these three actors just play themselves in every fucking film.
It's so true.
Like, Ryan Reynolds is known now just to be Ryan Reynolds,
yeah.
wherever he is. And a lot of his old characters were just Ryan Reynolds with like a filter on them. The Rock is The Rock, and Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart.
And Jason Statham is Jason Statham.
Yeah.
But today we're talking about Free Guy. Definitely a unique film, but I think people kind of touted it as more special and dynamic than it actually was.
It was a pretty family-friendly, enjoyable film.
Yeah.
If I was in the right mood, I would rewatch this film. There was something very pleasing and lovable about it. And one thing I think they got really right was the way they played these characters and the explanations.
Okay, we're gonna disagree about this movie.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you not like this film?
We're gonna get into it. Hey, NarendraTheComic again!
NONSENSEI!
Yes, and right now we are indeed going to be talking about Free Guy. Free on Disney Plus, by the way. I don't think it's free all over the world, but in the UK at least, it's been free on Disney Plus for the last month or two. We never got to it, but it was something I really wanted to watch. Unfortunately for me, it was a bit of a letdown.
See, I think this is where the problem begins, and it's that you had a lot of information about Free Guy before we watched it.
Very little, actually. All I knew was it's an NPC character who becomes an active playable character, and in my mind, it was like you put Ready Player One mixed with the Lego Movie and you had this. It was this weird amalgam, and I think if I could choose between watching the Lego Movie, Ready Player One, or Free Guy, I'd choose Free Guy last. So it's not a bad movie. I think it was overplayed as to how good it was because the reviews came out saying it's not been seen before and it was a special film because it wasn't pre-existing IP, it was an original story, and I feel that made people look at this with slightly rose-tinted glasses.
It's Ryan Reynolds in a Ryan Reynolds film. And so when I went into this, there was something really fresh about it. I will happily agree with you. If it's between the Lego Movie, Ready Player One, and Free Guy, I'm watching Free Guy last.
Right.
The Lego Movie is clearly taking the #1 spot for me, personally, because as a film, it's just so perfect and circular, which I really like. This film had some circular elements in that seeds that were sown towards the beginning came full circle at the end, which I liked, but it was very see-through.
And I think the problem is it's not a film I will remember at all. There are so few moments in this film that stand out as iconic and world-bending.
Yeah.
The Lego Movie, I remember a couple of those scenes. Liam Neeson as good cop, the bad cop. That's cool shit. There are so many memes about that. There were a lot of memes about this as well. But I don't think there's a lot in here which will stick around in the public zeitgeist for very long.
I fully see what you mean. I think if enough time passed, I would rewatch this. Just because it had this kind of feel-good factor, you could just sink into the sofa and enjoy yourself and not have to think too hard about it.
Yeah.
Which I really like in films these days because there's enough heavy stuff out there. I just want to forget some stuff. And that was brilliant from this film. And the characters were see-through but enjoyable.
I think there were some wayward political lines which were thrown in just for the fun of it. And I don't think they really worked. Sometimes you can get away with that stuff. I don't think this film really did. It just felt very jarring hearing it. Like, it's fine, you can put your point across, but do you need to do it like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't like how a lot of the players of the game were referred to as trolls.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get what you're trying to do, but you have to understand a huge amount of people play video games. And now they're PC games and mobile apps. You can't shit on all these people because a lot of these people are perfectly fine people and you're just calling them basically idiots or nasty in this way, shape or form. And it's just a bit shit of you, really. Yeah,
they portrayed the video gamer in a very particular light.
Yeah.
And it's not really the light that it truly is because 45-year-olds play video games, 20-year-olds play video games.
Yeah.
8-year-olds play video games. I think there's a limit where people are playing video games on their phones and, oh, you're a gamer because you play video games on your phones. You play Candy Crush. No. No. You are not a gamer. There is an idea of what a gamer is. I wouldn't even qualify myself as a gamer. So I think there are limits to what this word really means and what it means in the culture. People who play Candy Crush, Animal Farm, are not gamers.
Guys, you can't even try to convince me of this argument because it simply, it doesn't
This
line
is
up.
what these video game companies are trying to do, saying 80% of people play video games on a daily basis. And I'm saying, those are mobile games. I'm sorry. They are not video games.
You can't, let's not even. It's just
different
totally
point,
wrong.
different argument. But while there weren't many good things about this film, in my opinion, Buddy,
Love
The best
buddy.
friend. Best thing about this movie.
His future and the way he changed as a person from an NPC, a stubborn NPC who wasn't willing to be anything but an NPC, to the guy who's making the big moves to try and save the day and sacrifice himself in some way, shape or form.
Yeah.
I liked that. And the comic relief was brilliant.
Yeah, I think he really leveled up a lot of the scenes somehow, and he's in scenes with Ryan Reynolds. So that's impressive in and of itself. Something else which I think took the cake for this film was at the end, where you had Ryan Reynolds versus jacked Ryan Reynolds. And then, because this is owned by Disney, because Disney owns Fox now, they had Captain America's shield.
Yup.
They had Hulk's arm
Yup.
doing some smashing. You can say the last part.
Guys, they had a fucking lightsaber!
Yeah. I mean, it's the best Star Wars since Rogue One.
Yeah.
It's the best Star Wars I've seen since Rogue One. I can say that with confidence.
Yeah. I didn't see many of the other Star Warses because they were so bad. Sorry.
Whoa.
But before we even actually got the shot of it, I was like, it's a lightsaber. Everyone goes, no! What was it, boys?
It was a lightsaber.
Thank you very much.
I thought he might be pulling out Mjolnir.
Oh, I had this feeling. It was this mimicking movement of the Adam Driver movement.
Oh,
in the film. It was
my
almost like that.
goodness. I know,
It just
I
clicked
know.
in my head. I was like, yes.
That's horrid.
But I
Sorry.
liked the use of it. It was
Yeah.
really, really fun.
That's cool shit. You know, people say when there are these big companies, you get creatively destructive and stuff doesn't really happen. But with this, you can see what they were going for.
Yeah.
It was very collaborative. There was a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cameos. I suppose Channing Tatum wasn't really even a cameo. He was kind of a side character in this.
He also stole the scenes
Yeah.
when he was in it.
Yeah.
He was so cool.
The Chris Evans cameo, though.
That was quick, snappy, awesome. You might be like, it's not the one for me, but I enjoyed the film.
There was a lot of good things, but I don't think it did enough for me to warrant a rewatch. It's not something I would want to watch again. But for you, it's different. And that's the great thing about movies. People can have different opinions. While it's not great, it's okay. It's okay. I don't feel like I wasted 2 hours of my life.
No.
Whereas, what was that TV show you made us watch yesterday or the day before?
So I had a recommendation from a friend.
Hey, just get to the point. We don't have the
About-
time. It's going out.
We watched one episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Do not
do it, boys.
do it.
Don't
do
do
not
it.
do it.
It
was atrocious.
It was a waste of time.
I wasted time in my life. I very
Honestly.
rarely feel that, but when I do, it really pisses me off.
It was really bad.
I wasted 45 minutes of my life.
It was really bad.
People have their opinions on shows,
Yeah.
and they're wrong.
Yeah.
And they're wrong. Some things are objectively bad. I don't think Free Guy is objectively bad.
No.
I think some people will find a lot of enjoyment out of this. It's a very good family film, as you
Yeah.
said. Adults will find something in it. Kids will find something in it. But that abomination
Terrible.
of a waste of time, just stop it. Anyway, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Deadpool himself gonna come after you. You don't want that. Do they want that?
No!
You already know, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been NONSENSEI.
She's been NONSENSEI. You've been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 1,000 days now, and we ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never know here, just how it goes. Also bring the bakwas. Bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi. We also bring that. Bring a lot. Bring a little, do a lot, do a little. But we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More of the same. Slightly different. But essentially the very same. Once more. See you then. Skadoosh.